Miami is a fun track to drive whether it's dry or wet in F124. In the rain, the real challenge is your car's balance in the medium to high speed corners. The final corner in particular is really tricky in wet conditions. Looking at our wet car setup for Miami, I've gone with 26 and 15 on the aero, which is an increase of 2 over our dry setup. You can add a little bit more rear wing to give you a bit more downforce, a little bit more rear traction, but this will slow you down in a straight line. With the transmission, I've gone 25, 25, 80, which is a slight reduction on the on and off throttle diff and a slight increase on the engine braking. This approach makes traction at slower speed a little bit easier to find. As I mentioned, that final corner is the really tricky part of this circuit, so traction out of there is crucial. For the geometry, I've gone left on our camber, and then with the toe I've got 0.02 on the front and 0.1 on the rear. For the suspension, I've gone 40 and 5, which is identical to our dry setup, and then for the anti-roll bars I've gone 16 and 7. The only thing I've changed here is softening the rear anti-roll bars a little bit for a bit more stability. With the ride height, I've gone 27 and 58, which is an increase on front ride height of our dry setup to help reduce a little bit of aquaplaning. For the brakes, keep your pressure at 100% and the bias at 55%, and then for your tyre pressures, max them all out. Even after the 1.6 update, you'll want max pressures for your wet Miami setup to make sure your tyres stay in the right temperature window. And that will round out this wet setup for Miami. This was created using the intermediate tyres in wet conditions using a racing wheel and with all assists disabled. If you've enjoyed this setup, hit that like button, and if you made any changes, let me know in the comments below because I really like to know what you guys tweak to make the setup feel right for you. But for now guys, I will see you all on track.